Yo, what is going on, my fellow weaves? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So we have just finished the headline. We've been live for 16 hours. We are here with YouTube chat as well as Twitch chat, and we'll be reviewing everything that we just saw here in the headline. So fun stuff. But if you're new to the channel, as always, my name is Chrono. I promote cover PSO2. Would much appreciate subscribe as we're right towards that 10K mark. Hopefully by the end of this year, we have crushed the 9K mark. Thank you guys so much for doing so. Let's see if we can push towards that 10K mark. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So, headline? It was okay. It wasn't like exciting. It wasn't like amazing. It wasn't over the top, but it wasn't generally bad. There were a couple of things where I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Operation report was kind of like, useless. Actually, you know what? The one thing I will say that is a fat L is the operation report. Honestly, this has probably been like, we've had W operation reports back to back to back to back. This one sucked. Like, legitimately, this one was mostly useless. The letter from the developers told us things we already knew, which we already saw, and the questions they chose were basically pointless. So if there is an L in this completely, it is the operation report, which in the grand scheme of things ain't all that bad. So let's talk about everything we know that's coming up. So let's scroll on through and get to the first set of cards. Come on. I can literally hear my wife making all the noise in the world in the next room. All right, so first things first, we have Stia exploration sectors update. So this one is actually one I wasn't expecting. They're actually changing Melody Outer Area 1, and it's got a pretty massive overhaul. They're adding a bunch of stuff into it. Basically what they're like, yo, we got tired of you guys yelling at us about there not being enough things to do in this place. So what we did was we put a lot more things to do in this place, like a lot more. We have Ruin Angel showing up. We've got different bosses. We have trials. We have side tasks and all kinds of stuff that's popped up here. So pretty cool. Definitely a fan of things being more interesting. It's almost like a combat sector without a PSE burst, essentially, right? So that's pretty dope. Trying new things out, adding more stuff to it, and it's not just like, hey, we scaled up everything in here and threw a new boss in here. They actually like took time and essentially effectively made us a new zone for Stia. So that's pretty dope. Moving on from that, yeah, this is just the second thing of this. This is showing new rare trials such as trial where recon gigantics appear, and a co-op trial that charges a certain portion of your Mars battery. There's also a new item that's there that you guys can now use to grief me with. It is called the Comfort Lily. If you damage it enough, it'll explode, dealing elemental down and damage to enemies. It'll also heal all the arcs inside of that spot over time. So that's super cool. I'm really glad that I did not go with the shortage HP option on my Exilio weapon. Thank God. So we also have the equipment upgrades. Keep in mind, this is all scheduled for the 2nd, so this is literally tomorrow, which is awesome. So they let us know what's going to be transferring over. So your enhancement level, your enhancement capsules, your augment cap, or sorry, your enhancement level, enhancement cap, augment capsules, potential level, preset skills, multi-weapons, and color variant. Basically everything. It's all getting transferred over. It's all moving over. Looks like it requires the Exilio sword. It requires a new currency. Can't really see the name of it. It's still too small for me. So 2 sets of currency, 150 and 200, but apparently this is going to be coming from the level 95 enemies. So the new combat zones, or the new exploration sector areas. To start, the 11-star Exilio weapon series will become upgradable, more upgradable equipment, and added in the future. So basically, this is the start process. They said this is going to upgrade again. I'm not sure if they mean that isn't there's going to be a new weapon that will upgrade as well, or if this weapon is going to continue to upgrade. So we'll have to see how that works out. Super cool though. I'm very happy to see that this is going to continue to move forward. So awesome. Tector's getting an update. Level cap for all classes, level 95, and Tector apparently is getting a new skill and some other stuff. So Tector's getting an update. Cool stuff. I mean, we reviewed all that in another video of ours, so and that'll be going up on the channel. I don't know when. I think we might have a double update today since we missed yesterday. So maybe we have a double update today. Who knows? So we also have various updates and improvements. So we've got new face options. You can now be extraordinarily kawaii. Increasing accessory slots to 18. We also have a new Platinum Arcs ID background for people who like to farm titles. It's going even harder. Stamps will now, so you can now listen to the voice and sound effects of stamps when viewing them in the prize shop, so you know what they sound like. And then they're adding in a special multi-weapon substitute item. That way, right now it's not really all that effective because realistically speaking, like it's not expensive to get the multi-weapon that you absolutely need. But in the future, if there's ever another weapon that's like, you know, a super high powerful variant of the weapon, and it's, you know, one of the basically our unicorn weapon, right? Like something that has a super high rarity chance to drop. It's a little more powerful than what we have. You can now make it into a multi-weapon without having to buy 2 of them. So super, super cool. Definitely like that. Moving on. They're adding water to creative spaces, as in like water that you can customize and like basically make your own pools now instead of having to clip pools underneath stuff. So pretty dope here. Unfortunately, we're keeping the idea that we're using build parts and releasing different weapon types of build parts instead of letting us just display our weapons in creative spaces. Would much more appreciate that, but it looks like this is the route they're deciding to go to, so might as well go ahead and adapt now. So we're gonna have to start picking these up to make sure that we're not missing out. No new story, boo. I don't expect new story till like January, man. They took forever to cook up a good story. I'm gonna let them cook. Let's see. SG Scratch Refined Form. I Sleep. Don't really care too much about this. This is kind of whatever. Mission Pass Season 37. Red Cartwheel. Cool, man. This is a cool camo or cool unit when we got it, and the fact that they're bringing it back as an accessory is actually pretty cool too. So pretty dope cape. Don't hate it. They're also bringing back. They're doing a motion revival, so motions for some old stuff that we used to have. So I'd be very, very careful about holding on to your motions to sell them. I've told people multiple times you probably shouldn't do that. But yeah. Oh, hold on a sec, guys. All right, cool. So you don't buy motions straight away. You wait for a revival. No. This is why you don't save motions to sell. You can buy motions right away if you want to. It's perfectly fine. Revivals, there's no telling when these things are going to show back up, and it's usually super far down the between. You just don't hold on to motions that are going to sell for more. Getting them early is you're paying the premium to get it now versus waiting. It's up to you, realistically speaking. We also have the Halloween event coming back, so super cool. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. We have the region mag being dressed up. We have big Rappies. We have the smaller Rappies, the Reaper Rappies. We have Zia Emmy in her Halloween dress. Fingers crossed that maybe this time around she has like the hidden shop again. They mentioned that she's has a little bit of a quest, so the hidden shop would be really cool to see again, but who knows? We'll have to find out. They are including XLEOs apparently in the shop this time around. So you will have access to a set of XLEOs that will be 90 capped with 3 EX augments on them already. Pretty dope. I like that. Haunted Domain 3 is on the way. I do like the setting for this, though it is not Mars. It is going to be with cannons. A little bit of an L there, but to be honest, if you push Cinemars too often, I feel like it's going to be something that's going to lose its luster very quickly. I do like these cannons, so at least these are the cooler cannons. You move a lot faster. You have really powerful shots. So I do like the mix up of things. So it's just like a rehash of last year's, but with a different set of enemies, it's basically the same mechanics, but with a whole new quest. So pretty cool. New special scratch, bring back some camos, Blood Almighty, Kira Arc. Super dope. Fancy series build parts being brought back. Again, these are very basic things, nothing too crazy here, nothing you have to worry too much about. And there's also going to be a rewards box as well with a bunch of items from previous cosmetics in general. So things that we brought from base PSO2, so on and so forth. We also have the Cheerful Sports Carnival AC scratch. We've got the Delinquent outfit is what it looks like, but I think this is actually Cheerleader, not Delinquent. I think Delinquent's like usually like open jacket and says something on the back or whatever, like bad guy or something. And we got this time around, it looks like the weapon idle that we got was partisan. So partisan mains, you guys got your weapon idle and dash. Oh yeah, it's like male version of cheerleader basically. Yeah. And jumping ahead past the video. All right, so we have new rank of nuisance plant. The big takeaway here is that PSE will no longer go below 4. So once you get it to 4, you're no longer getting scammed. It's really nice to hear that. About time, to be perfectly honest. And then we also have upgrading our Tacis to a different variant, so a variant with HP or PP. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like one's HP, one's PP, and one's HP PP combination. So you just pick those 3 that you want. It's not likely that they're going to make you like pull away from the fact that Tacis is all stats. So Tacis are already all stats. This is just me adding HP or PP to it. So just pick whichever one you want. Likely going to be me adding in PP. So pretty freaking solid. Yeah, very good change. Probably the best. I wouldn't say the best change, but a very good change when it comes to units. Monster Masquerade. I kind of find it to be a little bit mid, to be perfectly honest. I know it's kind of like, you know, to each their own or whatever, but like, I don't think this is very cool. I'm sure there are people out here that absolutely love this. I think this is cute. This isn't bad. I'm gonna have to buy this, so I'm gonna have to get the emote weapon pose display 8 because that's gonna be useful. We actually got a really cool one, so this is pretty dope. But the giant EX run and all that stuff, that's actually really funny. So Attack on Titan movements, pretty dope there. New rank added to deck space, same situation. You won't get scammed out of your PSE bursts, and a new boss added in. I didn't mention that for nuisance plant, but new Starless boss added in for nuisance plant, new Starless boss added in for deck space. So both pretty dope. And then of course Crimson Realm will alternate between nuisance plant and deck space until 11/6. This is starting on the 23rd, it looks like. So 23rd of this month till 11/6. So pretty cool. Make sure we're not missing anything. Two special scratches coming up. So yeah, AC Revival scratch, the Accessory Revival. Again, this is a reason why you don't hold on to these things. Only that's ever worth holding on to be perfectly honest, is always going to be collaboration items. You want to sell them later. Most of the time, everything else tends to come back. So you don't want to hold on to it to sell it. You're going to lose out on money. As if like clockwork, because we have a new weapon upgrade. New weapon upgrade means SG support scratch showing back up. This time around, it will have Grand Dread Keeper 2S as a part of its scratch count bonus, as well as preset skill enhancement. And preset skill enhancement material not required will be included in these as well. So pretty cool stuff. You'll likely see an AC version of this shortly afterwards, probably the next month. So if you're someone who hasn't picked up what you needed from the AC support scratch, don't worry. You'll be good to go later. Don't worry about it. Let's see. I think that was about it from those. Yep, that was about it. Then we have the letter from the developers talking about the Mediolia outer area 1 and how they've added a bunch of stuff to this. Basically, kind of we bullied the devs and said there wasn't enough going on in these exploration zones. They're like, hey, let's add a bunch of stuff to the exploration zones. So we'll see how that works out. Seems pretty fun. This is talking about the Exleo weapons. The only takeaway I got from this is that this glows. This is really cool. That's basically it. Everything else we sort of already knew. They confirmed that this is stronger than Wingguard, which we knew that to be the case. If you actually look back when we got to the point of the slide with this on it, showing the weapon itself, it already had more base damage than Wingguard from the get-go. It was at 1197, I believe, and Wingguard is 1167 or 76. So it's already got more base damage than Wingguard. It's gonna be stronger than Wingguard no matter what. But they did mention 2 major things here. 1, once it's upgraded, you won't be able to sell the weapon anymore. And 2, this will not be the last upgrade for this weapon. So it will upgrade again. I'm not sure if they meant that by this weapon specifically will upgrade or another weapon will upgrade, but we'll have to see when that comes around. These weapons are meant to have a lot more longevity. So pretty cool to hear about. Let's see. So yeah, operation report, pretty terrible. Didn't really care about most of these things, and some of them were already being fixed in the literal update that's coming out tomorrow. So the operation report is for first time it's actually legitimately been an L in a very, very long time. It's usually pretty solid, but like the questions here were just kind of like whatever. This is asking about chat messages during all ship matchmaking and why Alliance chat messages can't be essentially retained for when you get back. That way you're not missing out on any messages or anything along those lines. They essentially said that because of server issues, no, they can't do this. So just no. Then nope, not Mars thingy. Where is it? Can chat work while online strike? I mean, I can understand why people want that to work because they're being more sociable and things like that. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of like whatever. And they said yes, we're working on that, so that's cool, I guess. And this one is probably just like my privilege of the fact that I play keyboard and mouse, or keypad and mouse basically, but they're like, hey, when you jump out of Mars, the camera zoom settings are messed up. Are there any plans to fix this problem? They said yes. I believe that's already in the patch notes to be fixed, or has been fixed or whatever. So pretty lame. Also, I just use my scroll wheel. It fixes it very quickly. And that was it for the operation report. As you can see, pretty bad. This is pretty good though. The character creation limit breaks, so you're able to use the salon with the new faces, and it's not going to cost you anything, so that's pretty dope. Also more reward box stuff, more campaigns apparently with urgent quests, increase the number of times you can run it, so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool. They're also quite literally begging you to upgrade your freaking gear, because logging into NGS will get you an Ectasis armor, and when you upgrade that Ectasis armor, they're going to partially refund you back what you spent on upgrading the Ectasis armor. They're literally giving you back the money. They really want you to just upgrade your gear. just do it. just upgrade the gear. Just make your armor, make your weapons, put away the free gear. It's terrible. They're like, we're begging you. We're literally giving you rebates. Good stuff. And you also get a weapon camo for doing so. So pretty solid. Frame arms collab. In base PS2 we had frame arms, in NGS we've had frame arms girls. They're doing a combination frame arms and frame arms girls that will have cast parts, accessories, build parts, so on and so forth. Yeah, they're like crazy. They're crying to stop sandbagging, essentially. Yes, I believe that was it, chat. Yep, and that was it. Next headline is going to be, next headline will be the 29th, which, if I remember correctly, is my wedding anniversary. So I will be doing the headline, and then I will have to go on with the festivities of my wedding anniversary. So super fun stuff there. Yeah, overall, again, I usually rank these on a scale of 1 to 10. Of course, 1 being awful, 10 being fantastic, and 5 being mid, as you should rank when you're looking at ranking things on a scale. This wasn't awful. It was closer to mid than anything else. I'd probably say maybe a 6.5. Extra points for 1, the X-Leo weapon actually being stronger, and the fact that they were letting us know that they were going to be that this weapon is likely going to be increased again in the future. That's pretty cool. And an extra point for basically redesigning an entire combat or an entire exploration zone. That's pretty freaking dope. All things considered, though, a lot of this stuff wasn't really that exciting. The fact that they're completely redesigning a zone specifically for this is like actually a massive W, because they could have just quite literally taken all those mechanics and just smash it into the other zone and be like, hey, make it work. So it is what it is. I give them a few points for that, honestly. That's really about it. Like 6.5 basically. It's above mid. It's not like exciting, but it's not bad. I wouldn't call it an L. Only thing I would say like L would be like the operation report. The operation report is really dragging this one down for me personally, to be perfectly honest. Outside of all of that, it's pretty solid. I think it was pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. I am so incredibly tired. I've literally been streaming for 16 hours, chat. So I am gonna call the video here. I'm likely going to upload 2 videos today, so you'll see this, and you'll probably also see the what is it called, the reaction to the patch notes as well, because there's a bunch of stuff on there. But yeah, like if you enjoyed the video, so if you want to keep up with more. As always, thank you to channel members. You guys are fantastic, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you say nice things to YouTube comments. YouTube comments, be nice to chat. They want you to join them. They are a hive mind. They want to grow the hive mind, but it's because they love you. That's all there is to it. Anyway, take care, my friends. Peace out.